It's New Year's Eve, and also Felicia's birthday, and what better way to celebrate than to answer the question, who is Felicia? What a question to consider. Felicia is a pole dancer and instructor. She's a neurosurgeon. She's a rave and electronic music enthusiast. She's an animal lover and crochet influencer. But above all, she's a kind, wonderful, and generous friend. There's no way anyone can answer the question of who is Felicia without coming up short, so I called in some reinforcements. Happy birthday, Felicia. I love you.
I'm Laura. I am one of Felicia's union friends from Brown.
I'm Samaya. I'm Felicia's intern.
Hi, I'm Elena. I'm one of Felicia's junior residents. This is Rio. And that's the cat.
Hi, Felicia.
Hello, I'm Connor.
So I'm Tamar Punarkin, for whoever else is watching this. I'm one of Felicia's friends from residency. We also were apartment neighbors.
For those of you who don't know me, because I'm assuming there might be other people watching this, my name is Sarah Bollier, and I met Felicia probably 5 or 6 years ago now.
Hello, I'm Christian.
Hi, I'm Natalie. Nat.
Hi, I'm Pam. I met Felicia in 2nd grade and she was in 1st grade, and I think we met at extended day.
Hey, my name is Suzanne Michelle, aka Susie. I've known Felicia forever. I'm about to be 40, so I think it's been almost 15 years or 15 years or almost 16 years. I don't even know. It's been a really long time.
Hi, my name is Samara. I have known Felicia since the time that she came to my birthday party potluck. What was my first impression of Felicia? Do you think you were right? Well, I thought you were a lot of fun, and I can't remember exactly where it was that I met you, but I've always thought you were just someone that really enjoyed life, and you just seem so comfortable in who you are, and just we're always willing to just have fun, and you just weren't thinking about what other people thought about you, and it's something that I really admire about you, and it's something I think I could grow more myself, and seeing your authenticity just makes me feel like I should be a more authentic person too.
My first impression of Felicia is that she is so well-spoken, so cogent, so tall, and she's everything I want to be when I grow up.
I met Felicia because she randomly came up to me at Boston Pole Fitness and was like, hey, you should try this dance move. I think it would look good on you. I was like, okay, you beautiful creature, magnanimous, and so much taller than me.
First impressions, tall, beautiful, outrageous cheekbones, all things that remained true as I got to know you better.
Well, the first time we met in passing, I actually don't think she even saw me. We was in the hospital. We were at Miriam Hospital when I was a med student still, and I saw her pass me by, and I was just, my breath was taken away by this gorgeous woman. But the first time we properly met was when I was actually interviewing to live at the Angel House. And it was immediately very apparent to me how warm and welcoming she was, and how important this house was to her, and everyone. But I also got the sense that, in many ways, it was her baby. And I was happy to be able to help steward that while I was around in Providence. And sad to be away, but so happy to see you.
So the first time that I met Felicia was actually at my interview for Brown Neurosurgery. And I remember I was in a group that Felicia was in, and it was actually my last interview of the season. And I'd already started to make my rank list. But I just remember feeling very welcome, and that there was just such like a warm, inviting feeling that the residents like really just got along with each other really well, and it was just like such a good positive experience and environment. It ended up changing my rank list pretty significantly. So I think that my first impression is that Felicia is such an open person and really passionate about the things in her life.
But meeting Felicia, first impressions, we all went to the Black Tiger Sex Machine and Sudden Death concert that weekend. I got there kind of rushed, didn't have any rave gear, wrist was bare, But instantly when I got with the group, Felicia offered to paint me a badass lightning bolt on my face. She even gave me some candy, which I do keep in the car. What was it? In my emergency rave kit. There we go. Base in my soul. I thought she was super sweet, open, friendly. But it was only 10 minutes in until we started getting into mischief together. I'm like, this is it. This is what bonds people. And since then, it's just been more liberation efforts at more concerts, rushing to my car when it gets cold during those winter shows, like at Pridesgiving, cotton candy at the aquarium, painting lanterns, having picnics. It's just been a lovely time.
A time I experienced Felicia's generosity was when we performed pole together at the Bimbo Factory in August of this year. It was my first paid pole gig, and I was so nervous about freestyling for multiple songs for so long. Felicia and I practiced together at the studio beforehand, and it felt like we were choreographing a routine for our parents to let us have a sleepover. We were just fucking around, and it made it so much less pressure when it actually came to the day. And I wasn't sure what to wear either, and Felicia showed up with multiple options for matching outfits to coordinate with both me and Bob, who's another friend and dancer. When we were wearing these sexy neon green pieces that Felicia brought, it made me feel so confident, and it was so fun. Not only did Felicia get us looking right, she also made sure that all of the dancers were paid fairly and really advocated for us. She also brings cash to other performances for people to buy off her to tip the dancers, which always makes so much of a difference. And then also in this performance, she had pitched me this idea that she was going to balance on top of the stage pole and fall into a drop, and then just whips it out during her freestyle, and just solidified for me that she is my pole inspiration, and is jacked as fuck and so creative and talented as a dancer and just kind as a human. And I'm so lucky to practice with her and perform together on multiple occasions. And I hope you have such a magical birthday, Felicia. I know that everyone in your community benefits from you and your presence and your kindness.
I was just going to talk about how nice of a friend Felicia is. So
You can hold the mic close to your chest. You don't have to like
Test 1, 2.
I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be brief, but I have a lot of things that I could and would like to say.
We wanted to talk about one of the many, many times that you have just been so generous to us.
We're going to talk about the time that we asked you to do a reading at our wedding. We asked you to read something from Frog and Toad, fully expecting that that would be, you know, what you do, but you really knocked out of the park and went so far as to knit us a Frog and Toad that now live in our home.
It was so sweet, and I think about that Frog and Toad and their individually created pants every single day.
If I had to choose one thing that comes to mind when it comes to Felicia, would be her overall enthusiasm for celebrating people. She always likes to make a really big deal out of Rio's birthday and celebrate him and her love of dogs, and also make me a lot of different types of matcha treats for my birthday every year, which I really appreciate.
I will say that every single time I have seen Felicia, she has been encouraging people to socialize, to be friendly with other people, to be inclusive of other people, to invite other people in. It's honestly just like you're just someone that just radiates positive energy, good energy. People just want to be close to you, they want to be your friend, and it's just because of the community that you make just by being exactly who you are. Just that authenticity of who you are, it just like radiates such a light. And so generosity is like you have people over your house all the time for different events or like going out, and you're always inviting anybody that wants to come. You don't exclude anybody. You're just such like a welcoming person, and I think that openness and welcomeness is like generosity at its core. And
Felicia is such a wonderful friend. She's so good at taking care of her friends. I know firsthand, she makes it impossible to leave her house without feeling good and being full of good food. And she's just always been really wonderful to everyone.
Felicia is one of the most generous people I know. She goes above and beyond every time, despite the fact that she often works 90 hours a week.
I know your stories of sitting down and talking to families about what's important to them and what matters to them most, even though you have a list of 80 patients and need to be running around the hospital. I know how much you've been devoted to all of your friends, the partners that you've had, and you really take the time to get to know what's important to somebody and make sure that you're trying to be the best partner as you can. You're such an incredibly loving, amazing woman.
I remember one time when Felicia was coming over to my house for me to paint her nails, and she brought me like sour. First of all, she brought me over breakfast that she cooked for me before she came over, and like she fit it to my like dietary restrictions, which as everyone knows are like abundant. And it was just like, oh my gosh, she like woke up and just like was like, oh, I'm hanging out with someone, I'm gonna cook them breakfast because it's like the morning. And like, I don't know, like how many people would do that? I don't know.
Last year, right around the holidays, Felicia held a Secret Santa gift exchange party. I had only just moved to Providence and met everyone a few months before. And instead of just going out to the supermarket and buying some cheese and maybe a book, she went the extra 10 miles and put together one of the best gifts I've ever received in my life, despite the fact that she'd only known me for a very short time.
Felicia's kindness knows no bounds. I was completely unsurprised to get a request to make a video with lots of directions on how in this lovely manner from probably, I don't know, but someone from your big gay house. I don't know, but completely unsurprised. Because this is just the person that you are. You cultivate community and happiness and loveliness, and it's great. You are the reason that I have high self-esteem. You are the reason that I made it through those classes. You have been here for me, period. I never had to worry about it. You're my best friend, and I miss you very much.
I've met so many amazing friends through her because she is such a conduit for socializing with all of the amazing parties she throws and all the activities she does. I always feel there's an open invitation for not only myself, but for me to bring someone else into it, which is something you really don't feel from a lot of people. And it's just so quintessentially Felicia. Honestly, Felicia has inspired me to make changes in my life that have just opened me up to so many more options about what I can do, who I can be with, everything. And I'm so grateful to her for that. It's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
It's like literally every time I talk to her, I always feel like she's down to help people out and always makes time to like, at the very least, like listen and, you know, just be there for other people, which is very admirable. I think that people find her very trustworthy and non-judgmental, and she's always bringing people together, which is really cool. And, you know, she's just one of those people where you just really feel that, and I've always admired that about her.
And she always remembers everything that's going on in our lives, even though she has so much going on in her own life. And like, she's just always taking care of people, even though like she barely has time to take care of herself. And yet she somehow does have time to be very social.
My name is Mia, and the way I think about my friendship with Felicia is how when I went to do a little pole dancing class with her, she had us do this headstand leg wave. And it was already pretty difficult for me to even get into the headstand, but to do the wave, you then have to tilt your hips down in order to sway your legs, and this took a lot of core strength that I didn't have. So to help me, Felicia basically held my pelvis in place so I could focus on just the leg movement. And it's not a particularly intimate body part to hold, but it is at the very center of my whole body. In many styles of dance, there's an element of trust. For lifts or dips, you have to trust your partner to support you, but they are also expecting you to hold your body in a very specific way to complete the move. You might need to rigidly hold a pose or keep your body loose and pliant through the movement so your partner can manipulate your body. I have watched people fully drop their partners like a ton of bricks when it doesn't happen the right way. But in Felicia's hold, I felt cradled and secure. I didn't have to worry at all about the way I was moving my body because I knew Felicia was supporting me. And that's kind of what Felicia's friendship feels like. At your core, she has a stabilizing hold that enables you to do your own thing, and through that support, you're able to accomplish some really cool stuff. And I really appreciated having that kind of friendship these past few years.
Oh, my favorite memory with Felicia would have to be getting murdered by her in our Star Wars themed lightsaber duel choreographed with the help of our friend Laura.
My favorite memories of Felicia would definitely be the union victory parties where we got to make speeches together and really just see the culmination of all our hard work for so long.
I remember how we used to like get into those like long form fantasy role playing forums together and do fan art of people's characters. I remember like trying to take that, do that like photo shoot for that meme video with Mitch in my living room that I never edited together, but it was just like really fun dressing up and going crazy.
And also, one of my favorite things, memories with Felicia, is like, okay, Felicia's wicked smart. We all know that. And I kind of always like had this thought that like, when Felicia and I are being goofy and dumb and goofing around, I used to think, oh, but Felicia's like just humoring me. She's not really being goofy and dumb because she's really smart. And then the first time we raved together, we went to the all-girls rave in Boston, and we were having a great time and dancing together and like talking. And I looked at Felicia and I was like, oh my God, no, she actually is just being goofy and dumb. Like, like she is a genius, but she also is able to engage 100% in just the pure silliness and joy and happiness of having a good time with friends. And like, I don't know, that's amazing that those things can exist in the same person.
And I don't know when we became friends after that. I can't remember how it happened, but we used to drive to pole classes together, and we wore onesies together, and we did dyke night together, and we went to the gym together. Our body. We would go to the gym, forget to bring things with us. Usually forgot to bring soap, but sometimes we had one singular bar of soap. And we would cover ourselves in sink soap. Cover our naked bodies in sink soap. People saw this. It was hilarious. Walk into our respective showers. Our body needs the face cloth. Our body needs the shampoo. And we just pass it back and forth. And then we'd be like, our body needs the towels. We had the one towel. And that's our body, how our body began. Our body has rickety knees now. Our body likes sleep a lot more than it did 15 years ago. Our body is going through some changes. Anyways, so
Happiest I've ever seen Felicia, happiest I've ever seen you. Maybe the first time at EDC, first time on
a Ferris wheel.
That memory doesn't really get old. I just love that a lot, us just running around being so happy.
Oh, the funniest thing I've seen Felicia do has got to be throwing buckets and buckets of piss on me at the rave when there's no bathrooms and there's only empty beer cups around, and your friend is standing a little too close by, and you're just throwing pee at them.
The funniest thing I've seen Felicia say or do, a lot of them involve getting injured. I remember getting in trouble for kicking open the doors to the stairwell at BUA and like swinging down the stairs by like putting her hands on the railing and like swinging all the way down the stairs from like one landing to the next. And I think that's how she hurt her ankle actually, which tracks.
I think one of the happiest moments I have ever seen Felicia was we were at Subtronics. We were dancing, and we all felt this sensation to do a big group hug. And there were just some people in the crowd, and I remember we were just in a hug of like 15 to 16 people. And I was coming off of my busy season at work, so I was not as much of a party mood. I remember just thinking like, wow, like this is like what it's all about. Like this was such like a good community moment and just felt so good. And I was like, went from being like in work mode to just thinking like, no, I should be present in this moment and I should just have fun.
The happiest I've ever seen Felicia, we were sitting in a car and she just starts going, oh, 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 oh. She saw a dog. Every time she sees a dog, and now every time I see a dog, yeah, pass that on to me for sure. Definitely something that I do now that I got from you. You always get these little tidbits of things from people. I got this from Felicia.
I definitely could not imagine my last year of residency without Felicia. I am so lucky to have you as a friend. I am so glad that we've stayed connected even now that I am off in Boston.
So I just feel so lucky that I get to be your friend and that I get to celebrate this part of your birthday with you.
I don't know. Like I said, I could go on for a really long time. Felicia is amazing. She is beautiful and cool and super strong and super smart, but also super goofy and silly and just fun to hang out with. And yeah, love you, Felicia. Happy birthday.
I want you to always remember how amazing you are. I want you to remember how kind and giving you are. And I want you to remember that you have such an amazing capacity to see humanity in others where most people fail.
We've been through a lot, and she's a busy person, and so am I. But she feels like a sister to me, and yeah, we've been through it together.
Honored that your friends asked me to be a part of your special day. I wish I could be there in person with you. But until then, I'm sending you an immense amount of love. Mwah! Love you so much.
I hope that you have the absolute most incredible birthday. I hope that you know you are one of the most lovely, generous, hilarious, amazing people I have the privilege to know and call my friend. I love you so much, and here's to the next one.
I am so happy that I have you in my life. I'm so happy that you have such lovely people to have us make these videos. And happy birthday, Felicia.
Happy birthday, Felicia, from me and Fluffy.
Hello, Felicia. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and that I am so grateful that we met, and I am so excited to see what the future brings for the both of us.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Felicia.
Hey.
This is Connor.
Connor. Don't be rude.
We all wish you a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Where's Merlin? Merlin's over here, too. Where is he? Merlin, say happy birthday. Okay. Well, we appreciate you. You're a very special person to us. Thanks for throwing Connor's little baby shower warming thing.
We can't wait to see you soon.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Felicia. Sorry about the rain in the backdrop, but I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I can't wait to celebrate with you, and I'm sending you lots of love. See you soon.
Happy birthday, Felicia.
Happy birthday, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia. This is take number 15. We are so excited to be celebrating your birthday with you.
Happy birthday, Felicia!
Happy birthday. We love you so much.
We just wanted to wish Felicia a very happy birthday.
And I wanted to say to Felicia, 祝你生日快乐. Happy birthday.
And so, Felicia, I wish you a very, very happy birthday, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Felicia. I'm sitting here in the car waiting for it to warm up before I go grocery shopping.
Happy birthday, Felicia. Calling from the gym here in New York to say I love you and happy birthday. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life for so many years and for so many years to come.
Happy birthday, Felicia.
That was good.
Happy birthday, Felicia.
Happy birthday, Felicia. You're the best.
Happy birthday, Felicia. And yes, this microphone is attached to my chest here.